welcome back to another episode of Fate Grand Order Babylonia. So in the previous episode, we had a big fight against Quetzal, and that was such a well-animated fight. Holy... yeah, it was just an incredible animation, incredible episode. Our team of basically goddesses, just servants, just fully stacked team went up against Quetzal, and I would say they didn't stand much of a chance. Honestly, they did not stand much of a chance against her, which is insane. Just goes to show the strength of Quetzal, right? The interesting thing about the previous episode, actually, well, Quetzal ended up joining the team as well. That's a big thing, but the interesting thing that I found out from your guys' comments and from the episode itself is, so there are people who can be gods, right, who are like servants, but they're not necessarily, they don't have the authority of a god. And what I mean by that is Jaguar Man, she is supposed to be like a god, right, who was obviously called into a servant, or as a servant, but they are not she is not one of the three goddesses that has the authority of like the goddesses that they're talking about, right? Not on the same level as Tiamat or Quetzal or Ishtar, right? Where Ishtar is still very much under a big question mark. Like, what's happening with Ishtar? Why is she speaking as if she's not part of the alliance of the three goddesses? And like stuff like that. She's very suspicious. And also, obviously, we saw the things that she said at the campfire or whatever. I don't remember if there was a fire, but late at night, at the midnight talk that they had with Ritska. So that was very suspicious. What did she mean by that? Like, she said that this is going to be the last midnight talk or whatever. And then we saw the blonde version of Ishtar. So what's happening there? I guess we'll see maybe in this episode, maybe in the next few episodes for sure though. And yeah, that's about all. So and then at the end of the episode, we had some things going down with Gilgamesh. So let's see what exactly is happening and what exactly is going to happen from here on out. So if you want to watch this uncut and unblurred, it's going to be on my Patreon, which is down in the description. And let's go into Fate Grand Order Babylonia episode 12.
ラピュシテムの牙の設計図が完成したのだ。見るがいい。そして目を向くがいい。
Is this before the end of the previous episode?
これはまさに天才の所業。王よ、建築家としての道も模索するべきでは。褒めるな。真剣に迷うであろう。では私はこれを兵器者まで届けてまいります。うん。それまで少々。
Is this where... wait, let's see. And this is where he gets transported to the underworld. Oh! Oh! Is this the second verse of the same song? Benke. Oh, Ushiwaka. Here she is. Quetzal. Tiamat. Or Gorgon. I'm guessing this is just the second verse, right? Phantom Joke. I believe that was the title of the first one as well, right? Oh! Enkidu's grown crazy. Interesting. Oh! Wait. Binka is back. Oh! I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to make too many assumptions purely from the opening. Ah! Oh! Okay, the blonde one is there as well. Yes, okay.
そんなバカな。彼は未来を見据えて自ら魔術師になった男だ。戦場での死を避けるため玉座からの指示に徹するとこの僕と約束したんだぞ。そのギルガメシ王が死ぬはずないだろう。
Also, wouldn't you disappear if he died?
い
Oh.
くらなんでも過労死なんて働きすぎると死んじゃうとか僕も人事じゃないし。頑張れロマニー。ちゃんと否定しないと君の命も危ないぞ。それにこの程度で死ぬようなら今まで何回死んでるかわからないじゃないか。確かに。
Yeah, don't the servants die if the master also dies? They disappear?
シドリ殿、我々がウルに向かってからウルクに異変はあったかな。いえ。そういえばウルク市内の衰弱死が多く報告されていました。衰弱死？
Come to think of it.
はい。王の死により
Small
転
thing.
移しておりましたが、異常な数が報告されております。まるでウルク全体が死に包まれているような。なるほど。不自然に過ぎるということね。これはもう三女神同盟の仕業じゃなくて、三女神同盟って言っても誰が？冥府の女主人エレシキガルしかいないでしょ。
What?
冥府の女主人？
What?
エレシキガル。
What?
はあ？エレシキガルですって？ウルクに満ちているのは。
So is Ishtar actually not part of the alliance and Ereshkigal is? Ereshkigal, that's my first time hearing that name. Oh. Wait, what exactly did that say? Once the people of Uruk lose their strength, the Galu spirits, she commands, rush in and pluck their souls from their bodies. Okay, so once people become like really weakened, she can just harvest their souls. Interesting. It's like in Slime, that merciless spell that Rimuru has. Okay. Okay, because he got so weakened from the work. But Ishtar did say that she was part of the alliance. At some point. No, Ishtar. No, we weren't under the wrong impression. You lied to us, Ishtar. Because you did explicitly say at some point, or heavily imply, I guess, that you were in the alliance, right? Am I going crazy? I'm 100, no, not 100%. I'm like 95% sure that there were points where she explicitly said that she is part of the alliance, right? Yeah. And then there was like one point in like the previous or like 2 episodes ago where she said, where she implied that she's not part of the alliance. But yeah, we did not misunderstand. You just lied to us. Ereshkigal, Lancer, Rider, Avenger, okay. Mistress of Heaven. Okay. Oh, okay. They're like counterparts of one another. Yes. Ereshkigal is the blonde one. They share the same divinity. So she wasn't even aware of it.
召喚される。しかもどちらも同じ神聖だからカウント的にはシュメルの神は一柱のみ
Okay.
となっていたんだ。
なるほど。なるほど。
しかしエレシキガルか。これは幸運だ。
どこがよ。
She's so cute.
死に関係しているならば、打つ手はあるからさ。
本当ですか？
ああ、実際、今ギルガメシ王に退場されては困る。シドリ殿、王の遺体は？
はい。まだ埋葬しておりません。王の魂がまだ冥界にあるというのならば。
エレシキガルを倒し、その魂を解放すれば、彼は再び目を覚ますだ
I
ろう。
wonder how Kira is connected to this. Or the guy voiced by Kira. I don't remember his name. I'm gonna call him Kira for now.
まあ、戦いは必死だろうね。
先輩？
大丈夫。
本当に行くつもり？
やれることをやらなきゃ。
冥界よ、冥界。どんな英霊だろうが神聖だろうが無力化する世界。
Oh,
そんな奴
really?
相手に倒すって本気？
You rendered powerless
あってからだ。
in there?
藤丸。はい、イシュタル。あなた冥界への生き方知っていますよね？
イシュタル、連れて行ってほしい。
ああ、もう分かったわよ。連れて行けばいいんでしょ？あんたたちは残って、万が一のことがあったらクタに来てエレシキガルと交渉して藤丸とマッシュを地上に返してもらってちょうだい。
よろしい、引き受けた。後から私も向かおう。
冥界では私役立たず。藤丸の帰りを待ってます。
冥界では
That's not very
権力者ということらしい。
reassuring.
そうなんだ。
Uh-oh.
ですからその間、私は地上に残り、ウルクの町を調べます。
町を。
衰弱死した人たちがいる。他に原因はないのか、人知れず亡くなってしまった人はいないのか、やれることがまだあるはずですから。
任せた。
Okay, so Ishtar didn't actually lie to us because she is partially part of the alliance, right? If I understand correctly, the divinity that both Ishtar and... I forgot her name.
しつこいけど、本当に行くのね。
So the Ereshkigal, here it is. So the divinity that Ereshkigal and Ishtar are sharing together, this divinity is actually part of the three goddesses, right? So both Ishtar and Ereshkigal are actually part of the three goddesses, right? If I understand correctly, because they're under the same divinity, which is part of it. And I'm guessing the divinity is supposed to be the same thing as like the goddess of Tiamat is the authority, right? They said. So I'm guessing that's authority, divinity. I'm guessing that's like interchangeable. Interesting. So she wasn't necessarily lying when Ishtar said that she is part of the goddess alliance, right? Interesting. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. That's how I understood it.
倒せずに全員が囚われるか、そのどちらかしかないのよ。
エレシキガルはきっと悪い女神じゃないよ。
This dude is way too optimistic.
いいわ。その言葉にかけましょう。マッシュ、フォロー任せた。はい。
Well, no, we did say that Ereshkigal is part of the alliance, and Ishtar wasn't on the list. So it's not true. You're so cool. You're just blasting your way into the underworld. Yeah, the list did only list Ereshkigal as a part of the goddess set and not Ishtar. So actually, disregard what I said. Ishtar is not part of the alliance.
無事ですか、マスター。
なんとか。
よし、成功。
イシュタルはなんでこういう感じなの？
何よ、ちゃんと冥界に来られたんだからいいでしょ。
Brute force it.
ここが
Oh,
冥界。
this looks oddly like the place in Heavensfield with the Greater Grail.
これは
観測はできるけど通信はできないって感じだね。
こちらはこちらでできることをするしかない。まさかクタの地下に冥界があるなんて。
別の次元の領域とかではなく、本当の本当に地続きなんですね。そりゃそうよ。 寝台だと天井も地上も冥界も同じスクロールの上にあるの。それは地上で死んだ人間の魂よ。その中に囚われた魂は消えることさえも許されない。エレシキガルはね、気に入った人間の魂をカゴに入れて何万年も手元に置いて楽しんでいるのよ。
Tens of thousands of years.
した方たちの魂もここに。そうでしょうね。数が以前より多いもの。三女神同盟を組んでから増えたんでしょう。死者の王国でも作る気なのかしら、あいつ。
エレシキガルはどこに？
この先7つの門を越えたところにエレシキガルの宮殿があるの。そこにエレシキガルはいるわ。
イシュタルは冥界に詳しいんだね。
え？
場所も知ってたし、冥界のルールにも詳しいし。
言われてみれば。なんていうか、ほら、女神パワーっていうか。でも、確か冥界では神聖は聞かないと。
Called out.
イシュタルは女神だから、俺たちが知らないことも当然知ってるのかも。
そうですよね。イシュタルさんは頼りになりますから。ああ、もう来たことあるの、冥界に。
Ah, I love her.
言うつもりなかったんだけどな。なんだかすみません。謝ることないわ。私の方こそ八つ当たりだもの。失敗してるのよね、冥界下り。失敗ですか？ええ。エビフさんを攻略した私にできないことは何もないって調子に乗って冥界に乗り込んだんだけど、結果はボロ負けよ、ボロ負け。7つの剣能も剥がされて、最後は裸のままあいつの前に引きずり出されて、槍でめった刺しにされた。
Oh my god! Jesus Christ!
確かに。
あまり話したいことではないですね。
Yeah, a casual thing to mention.
大の苦手なのよね、あいつ。
Jesus Christ.
私たちがこれから行くのはそういうやつのところなのよ。
Checks out.
答えよ、答えよ。冥界に落ちた聖者よ、その魂のあり方を答えよ。さあ、二択の質問が来るわよ。冥界の門は魂の善悪を問う公正にして理性の門。
魂の善悪？
Okay.
それが7つ続くの。前来た時に私の剣道を剥がしたのもこの門よ。では罪深き者藤丸に問う。名指し？美の基準は千差万別のようで絶対なり。黒は白に勝り、地は天に勝る。であればエレシキガルとイシュタル。
Damn!
のはどちらなの？
That's the question?
前と違うわよ。これは非常に難しい問題です。
It is. Honestly, it is.
答えよ、答えよ。
The rivalry between Ereshkigal and Ishtar. Honestly, I think you die either way. さすが。
肩や植物と腐敗の女神、肩や美と豊穣の女神。
I love the rivalry.
なら100人中1000
Thanks, cameraman.
私を選ぶに決まってるわよね。
Bop. Oh, this is so goofy.
大丈夫ですか？バカが。
答えはエレシキガル。
Nice, nice. She's knocked out. You can say it. Nice, nice, nice. She didn't hear it.
行こうか。
The goofy sound effect as well.
お疲れ様です。
どっちの女神賞がこんなに続くなんて。
今ので6つ目の門ですから、残る門はあと1つ。私はこんなにだけど、
Whoa!
行くしかないわ。イシュタルさん、
Oh!
本当にお体は大丈夫なのですか？
She is actually fun sized.
参加でき
What?
そうにないけど、
She's Tinkerbell size.
自衛するからご心配なかった。
心強いけど無理はしないでね。
I thought that 4 was like giant, but that's not the case. Gilgamesh? My boy! Gil!
出迎えご苦労。
エレシキガルに囚われているのでは？
こたびは油断して死んでしまったが、明
And
快な
carelessly ended up dying.
簡単にやり過ごしてやったわ。ガルラレイどもが来る前に物陰に隠れ呼吸を止め、瞑想に浸り気配遮断。完璧に奴らの目から逃れ、気を伺っていたのだが。あまりのすっとんきょうな展開に、差し物俺も我慢の限界、思わず爆笑とともに登場してしまったという。
Your well-deserved predicament.
このやや愛らしいサイズのイシュタルは何だ？それはエレシキガルの呪いで。今さら己の愚かさに気づいてかしこまりまくったのか？
Damn!
でしょ？イシュタルさんは昔、冥界下りに失敗した際に呪われているそうです。だからあの門をくぐるたびに神聖を奪われちゃって、どんどん縮んでんのよ。
Mm.
こやつ。
やっぱりあんたなんて助けに来るんじゃなかったわ。
こやつめ。貴様が俺を助けるなど、もしや俺、さらなる過労死を迎え、幻でも見てしまっているのかな？
そうだったら後腐れなく見捨てられたのにね。このまま深淵まで落ちれば。
Wow.
つまらぬことするわけがなかろう。俺にはまだやらねばならぬことがある。このまま地上へは戻れないんですか？無理だ。一応今の俺は死者の身だからな。奴の許しなくして冥界からの出国はかなわぬ。そうですか。だからこそエレシキガル目を懲らしめて快く冥界を去ろうとしてやっているのだ。これが門とやらだな。問いなど聞く必要もなし。答えは俺。イシュタルがこれではエレシキガルとの戦いは厳しくなるか。
そもそも私は役に立たないっつうの。女神エレシキガルはどれくらいの戦力なのでしょうか？
マジュ。
ギルガメッシュ王のおっしゃるように、この後は戦いになるはずです。ですから、どのような力を持っているのか知っておきたいのです。
比べるのならば、そこのイシュタルほどの神聖はない。ギルガメッシュ王もエレシキガルのことを知って
Her
いる。
divinity is lesser, but is that
それなりにな。
directly proportionate to her power?
イシュタルが欲しいものは全て手に入れてきた女神だとしたら、エレシキガルは何も望まなかった女神。
何も？
あれは冥界ができた時、その定祖として冥界に捧げられたもの。冥界にはどれか一柱が赴任しなければならなかった。その責任を押し付けられたのがエレシキガルだ。生まれたばかりのエレシキガルは千年万年亡霊たちの管理をする神として冥界に押し込まれたということだ。それは悲しいな。
外に出られないことが悲しいのではなく、新しい世界、新しい出会いがないことはとても悲しいことだと思います。
その代償としてエレシキガルは冥界において無敵となった。英霊も神々もこの冥界では力を失う。
でもそれも相手が聖者なら話は別よ。まず殺さなければ冥界の法律に縛れない。
Oh.
マシと藤丸なら対応できる。
神聖、権能的には中級の相手よ。勝ち目は十分にある。
はい。さーて、おしゃべりはそのくらいにしておきなさい。ここがエレシキガルの宮殿よ。これはロマニ、藤丸くんたちの前方、巨大な空間がある。
現状変化なし、磁場も安定と。
It's very cold.
これはただの荒野です。
それが冥界というものだ。ここには華美なものなど 何一つとして存在しない。そうであろう。
Let's see it. I'm excited to meet Ereshkigal in the flesh.
暗黒の空を眺めるガルラ霊たちの女王よ。気圧500ヘクトパスカル。
Damn!
気温低下。おそらく体感マイナス6度。
Minus 6?
生
Okay.
命活動の限界に近いじゃないか。藤原君、急いでその場を離脱するんだ。
Sick!
恐れよ。祈れ。絶望するがいい。人間どもよ。我こそ死の管理者。冥界の女主人。霊峰を踏み抱く者。
Wow!
エレシキガルである。
Wow! Really? That's the end of the episode? Ooh, is this new ending? I guess I'm gonna leave this one in as well, just muted. Is that shoot, what's her name? The person who did the ending for Freeren. Ah! Is it her? This is epic, this ending. Millet. Is it Millet? That's an epic ending. Wait, let me check because I'm curious now. I can check it here. I didn't actually see it in the credits. I'm sure there was a credit for the ending as well, but let me do Babylonia. And then you just look at the ending here, and it is... Oh, it is Millet! Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay. Anyways, this was a sick episode. So we got a lot of information about Ereshkigal, a lot of information about Ishtar and the triple or the three goddess alliance, right? So Ereshkigal is the actually part of the three goddess alliance, and Ishtar isn't, right? So yeah, Ishtar was lying to us when she did kind of imply that she was part of it. Ereshkigal is basically just the reverse, I guess, reverse Ishtar. So Ishtar being the goddess of heaven, Ereshkigal being the goddess of hell, or the underworld, I should say. So that's really cool. I don't know how strong she's gonna be. They said that she has way less divinity, but I don't know how directly that actually correlates to power. I'm guessing it like directly correlates to stuff like mana and stuff, but you know, power is not always mana is not always you know, indicative of someone's power and stuff, because it depends on what kind of power they have. You can have like a really broken power that doesn't require as much mana. So I wonder what exactly her power is. And I feel like one big buff that she has is obviously the domain buff that she has, which basically renders everyone who's not a human basically useless, right? Because it's in her domain. So, or anyone that's not alive, I should say. So Ishtar, she isn't alive because she's a spirit. She's a servant, right? Who got summoned. She's just basically, yeah, a spirit. She isn't like actually alive in the same way that humans are alive, right? Or people are alive. So I'm guessing all servants basically are useless there, apart from Mesh, who's a demi-servant. So she is a human. She's alive, so she would be useful there. Obviously, Ritska is a human. Gilgamesh would have been fine. He would have had all of his power if he had not died prior to this. So he would have been fully operational if he came here on foot, but he's dead. So he is under her domain, which means he's useless there. So basically, it's gonna be Mesh and Ritska solo fighting her. So that's gonna be interesting to see. I'm guessing that's why also Quetzal and Merlin and all of the others there would have been useless, because they're all servants. So they are not alive. They would not have. They would be under the influence of the domain of Ereshkigal, so they would be useless. She's a Lancer, which is interesting. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's interesting. It's good to note. I don't think it's gonna mean too much, because as we know, this isn't Holy Grail War, so it doesn't matter that much. But still, it's gonna be interesting to see how she fights. What's her fighting style? What's gonna be the actual goal? Now, not assumption, I guess, let's say theory or prediction is that she's gonna join us, purely because in the opening she is in the group, like in our group, but that could also just be because of her changing bodies with Ishtar. Now, was that her basically infiltrating Ishtar's body to just check up what's happening on the surface, because she can't actually physically leave the underworld? I'm guessing that's what happened, right? It's her basically hijacking Ishtar's body every now and again to check up like on everything that's happening. She also does seem to have a very... She seems to be very... what's the word? She likes Fujimaru Ritsuka from what we've seen, right? She seems to like him. So I feel like that could, help us out maybe? So we'll see. Also, I do wonder, I want to know more about the entire thing that Ishtar was talking about in the previous episode. That still hasn't been brought up. Like her saying that this is the last time that we're gonna have this talk and stuff like that. And also her saying the name, what was it again? Like something that's not Ishtar, that's not Ereshkigal, but something different. She said like one of those names in the name of something. So that's interesting. Like, what does that mean? None of those things have been answered so far. It doesn't seem like she was really... It doesn't seem like she knew that this was gonna happen, right? So I don't think she was referencing this when she said that this is gonna be the last night that we're gonna have this talk. I think she was referencing something completely different, but we haven't seen what yet. So we'll see in the future, We will see. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.